Hello everyone, how are you today? I hope you are all in the good condition. Back in with me, Miss Natalia, and today we are going to learn about the expressions of agreement or disagreement. Before that, let's take a look at this dialogue. Okay, hey, let's stop working for a while and go to find fresh air. Although, I don't think that's a good idea. We should finish this soon. Okay? Actually, I agree with you. Okay, I will finish this first then. Now, from this dialogue, we can see that there is the sentence that show the expression of agreement and a sentence that shows the expression of disagreement. Now, today we are going to learn about the types and the tenses used in the expressions of agreement or disagreement. And then we're going to learn when do we need to use this expression, and we're going to practice to identify the expressions of agreement and disagreement, and after that we are going to review the materials. Are you ready, class? Okay, the first one, what are the types and the tenses used? So in this expression there are only two types. Those are agreement and disagreement. And about the tenses used in this expression, when you want to write or you want to say, you need to use the verb one or simple present tense. And I believe you already know, right, about what is agreement and disagreement? Yes, agreement is the condition when you agree to something. So it is like an expression that you show you are agreed to something or someone's opinion, while disagreement is the condition when you do not agree to something. So it is your expression that you show that you are not agree, you are disagree with their opinions. And these are some of examples of agreement and disagreement. I will read the agreement first. I agree with you. You are right. That's exactly what I think. You are absolutely right. I think so. Exactly. Sure. And these are the disagreement. I disagree. I think you are wrong. I don't think it's a good idea. No, I'm not sure about that. I thought with that. I'm not sure I can agree. So those are the examples of the expressions of agreement and disagreement. Okay, now when do we need to use the expressions? So sometimes in life we may agree and disagree to something or to someone's opinion. And here we can learn the function of showing the agreement and disagreement. And to show our feeling, we can use these expressions. And there are so many ways that you can express your feeling, whether you agree or disagree with them. Now let's identify the sentences. The boy said, playing a paper plane is fun. And then the girl answered, I don't think so. Playing with balloon is more fun. From this conversation, we can see that the girl is expressing disagreement. The sentence is this, I don't think so. This is the expression of disagreement. Why? Because the girl thinks that playing with balloon is more fun than playing with paper plane. Now let's identify this conversation. James, I think full-day school system in our country is not effective. Dan answered, we are both in the same side. I also think that it will be difficult to implement this system in Indonesia. Now from this dialogue, conversation, we can see that Sean is expressing agreement. Why? we are both in the same side means like Sean feels what James feels, and Sean agree with that. Agree that full day of school in Indonesia is not effective. So Sean said, we are both in the same side. This is the expression of agreement. Okay, now let's identify a longer conversation. Justin and Rahel. Do you have a plan for next holiday? Not yet. What if we go for playing badminton? Sorry, I don't agree with you. I can't play badminton. Justin. Do you agree if we buy a new ball? Of course, that's a good idea. Now, from this conversation, can you identify how many expressions are there? Yes, if you answer 2, you are correct. There are 2 expressions in this conversation. The first one is, sorry, I don't agree with you. And the second one, of course, that's a good idea. Sorry, I don't agree with you is the expressions of disagreement because Rahel doesn't agree if Justin ask her to join him playing badminton because she cannot play badminton, so she doesn't agree. How about buying meatballs? I guess Rahel loves meatballs, so she agreed to buy meatballs with Justin. And then let's identify the last examples here. Robbie, why is the queue to administration is so long? That is exactly what I feel. I'm tired for waiting. And then Robbie asked, while waiting, how if we share our stories? That's a brilliant idea. Maybe you can go first? I disagree with you. You may go first and I will listen to you. Now, from this conversation, can you identify how many expressions are there? Okay, let's count it together. The first one, why is the queue administration is so long? That is exactly how I feel. Yeah, this is the first example. The first expression, that is exactly how I feel. Rudy agreed to Robbie that the queue to administration is so long. So this is the expression of agreement. And then, while waiting, how if we share our stories? That's a brilliant idea. Okay, so this is the second expression of agreement. Rudy agreed to Robbie to share about their stories. And Rudy asked Robbie to go first, but Robbie disagreed. I disagree with you. So Robbie here showing the expression of disagreement because Robbie wants Rudy to go first. You may go first and I will listen to you. So in this conversation, there are 3 expressions of agreement and disagreement. Okay, up to this point, do you have any questions, students? If you have any question, don't be hesitant to ask me or just write your question in the Google Classroom, okay? And now let's sum up the materials that we have learned. So the first one, what are the 2 types? These 2 remember, students? Those are agree and disagree. And then, what are the tenses that is being used in the expressing agreement and disagreement? The tenses used are the verb 1 or simple present tense. And then, when do we need to use the expression? When we want to show that we are agree or disagree with something or someone's opinion. So when we feel agree with him or disagree with something, we can express our feeling by using the expressions that we have learned. Okay, that's all, students. the materials that we have learned. Thank you very much for listening. And if you have any question, don't be hesitate to ask me through Google Classroom, and you can contact me through my WhatsApp. Here is my number. Okay, thank you so much, students, for listening. Goodbye and see you again.